Welcome, welcome, welcome. Conscious Crypto, y'all. Making these videos a lot simpler. I'm not putting as much production value into them because what I'm bringing in value is in my words and in my message. And so if you are serious about trading, you're going to listen, you're going to pay attention. Eventually you will understand what I'm speaking are golden truths that every trader who sticks with it long enough and finds success consistent success, they come across these golden truths. And so that's what I'm going to be bringing on the reg is just golden, simple truths. And this one was based on a Reddit post, and I'll put it up. It was a trend line being drawn and a trend line working, and someone asking, hey, why do people knock on trend line traders? And it got me really, kind of speaking to the sense that the only reason people will knock on a trend line trade is because it looks too easy. It looks too simple, it looks too dumb. And once you start talking about auction market theory and market maker manipulation, and institutional candles, all of that, you're like, oh, smart money concepts would say that, they're gonna get you. You're gonna set you up and then take you out. But I know if you watch the charts, you know too that these trades work. They work, okay? And they work not every time, but some of the time. And so there is a percentage probability. There is a percentage win rate probability on every edge, including trend lines, including patterns. And the only reason someone knocks on them is because they think they know more about the markets and that is a sucker's game. When in reality, those things work. I know traders that work them. And what they have come to accept that allows them to work these strategies is they have accepted that you cannot win 100% of the time. No matter what, you're not going to win 100% of the time. Even these 90% win rates, like I'm very skeptical of anyone who totes a 90% win rate or more. It's suspect, okay? And the best traders, the Druckenmillers of the world, the George Soroses of the world, some of these guys make all of their fortunes with nothing better than a flip of a coin win rate, right? Their hit rate is like 52, 54%, but their risk to reward ratio is off the chain. So all of that is to say, coming back to it, people think it's too simple. And once you get burned with a simple strategy or any strategy, we have this tendency, especially in the beginning of our careers, to start to think that we didn't know something about the market. To go ask, say, hey, what happened here, guys? Can you explain this to me? There's always an explanation, guys. Everyone, oh, news event. Oh, the economic tides shifted in China. Oh, it's a full moon. Okay? There's always some sort of explanation. And whether you accept that explanation or not, it's irrelevant. If it's true or not, it's irrelevant. What does matter is your ability to risk manage, or really manage risk. Manage your risk based on your edge, based on your probability. Okay, and now I just said it and you're like, but you don't understand, there's only 4 pillars of trading, right? There's only 4 pillars of trading. Yes, edge. Edge is a great single pillar of trading. Awesome, you want to get a good edge. But so many people spend all their time refining and changing and doing their edge. I have a guy in my trade squad who is like constantly refining his edge. And I'm like, dude, it is not your edge. Like, if anything, he made some progress when he eliminated his ability to take trades based on whether the market was above or below VWAP on his time frame. And I'm like, cool, that's a great way to refine your edge. However, he kept going and kept going and kept going. And it's like he knows at this point, it's not his edge, it's him. Yet he still wants to toggle with it. Why? Because when we get burned on our edge and it's supposed to work and it doesn't work, instead of accepting that, we go seek pain relief, right? The pain of that loss is now telling us to go seek pain relief. And most of us traders are high performers and high achievers and clean eaters and biohackers. So, we don't go drug out or find ourselves at the bottom of a bottle. Instead, we're like, I need to learn more. I need to do more. I need to work harder. And that's the fallacy. Even Mark Douglas says it himself. The fallacy of beginning traders is they think that more knowledge will save them from losses. It will not. And so that's what I'm saying right now, is just be aware that that's why people look down on certain strategies, because they've gotten burned from them and they're like, or someone told them, yeah, like that's a sucker's game. But the truth is they exist and you can find them over and over again working, because that's the nature. And so if you have the right parameters to take that trade and accept your risk, you can make that work, especially if it's anything above 60, 70%. Most people can tolerate, a third of their trades being losses. So again, just wanted to share that it's not your trading strategy, it's you. It's not your trading strategy, it's you. And you are not ever going to show up at your best every day. You're never going to, you're not going to get the best sleep. You're not going to have had the best, night with your partner. You might have gotten in a fight. You might have gotten into a dispute at work. Like whatever is going on in your life, you're never going to be necessarily at your best every time. So you have to take that into account. And the best traders know when they're not at their best. They know when they're not in flow. They know when they need to scale back on their trading or not trade at all. Okay, when I'm exhausted, when I don't want to get in my cold plunge and start my day with an ice bath and then jump on the trampoline, like I know that I'm not at my best right now. I'm not willing to endure pain. So the idea of getting into a trade, I'm going to experience pain either way, right? I get into a winner and it's not going to be just euphoria. It's going to be like, do I take profit now or do I let it continue to run? Should I take my partials? Like I have to make decisions, and all of those decisions have potential for pain. So I know that I'm not in my best state. I'm not in flow. So I don't trade. Okay. That is something that I realize if I want to be a trader trading to my 60th birthday and beyond, that not every trade should be a make or break. Not every day needs to be traded. Not every market needs to be traded. Not every candle needs to be traded. So that's all I'm saying. I'm trying to bring specific things, but as I get rolling on all the things that we talk about in Trade Squad and my group that I've organized and I'm stoked on, that I'm proud of. I just got so lucky with the first handful of people that I invited, that just to be solid people and solid traders. Not necessarily all profitable, but solid traders in the sense of understanding the game and wanting to work at it. I have seen and heard enough that I wanted to share it here. So I'm coming back with these little dish outs, and I'm doing them in this way because honestly, I'm a busy guy, and this is the easiest way for me to get you the best information ASAP. All right, y'all, trade wise, trade wise. And sometimes that means not trading at all. Choo.